How many times do you wear a shirt before you wash it? Just once, maybe twice? Well, people online are making fun of France for telling its people to wear their shirts 5 times. They also say to wear bras 7 times in between washes, workout clothes 3 times in between washes. Gross. Pajamas you can wear for a week, and jeans they say you can wear for a month. The advice comes from their Ecological Transition Agency, which is kind of like their EPA. They want people to stop doing so much laundry because it's bad for the environment and ruins your clothes. The advice isn't actually new, it's just trending because conservatives in France want to scrap the whole agency to save money, so they're really pushing this story. But some people think it's reasonable advice, others think it's just downright gross, and a lot of people in France are just annoyed that it's trending at all. You know, there's kind of an old stereotype that French people aren't necessarily the cleanest, but recent surveys have found that they got a lot better hygiene than most people in Europe. If you're looking for a really outside-the-box Valentine's Day gift idea, here's something that's a little comic book hero. It's a little dangerous and a little, well, Jussie Smollett. There's a man in Malaysia who started a business as a villain for hire. And basically, you pay him, he shows up and starts harassing your partner or your date, and then you can beat him up and play the hero. Here's a 28-year-old guy who advertises his service on Facebook. He says he charges a reasonable fee, starting at just $25 up to $40 in US dollars. In one of his posts, he says, "The villain, you're tired of your partner thinking you're weak? I can help you prove them wrong. It's all just an act like WWE. No one gets hurt. I'm the only loser." It isn't just harassing women. He says he's willing to pester men for female clients too, but there is some risk. Malaysia has some strict sexual harassment laws, so there could be trouble if things go awry. You got dumped before Valentine's Day? Here's the perfect gift. The Memphis Zoo is running a new Valentine's Day fundraiser. For $10, they'll name an elephant turd after your ex. They go with the tagline, "Name a turd after a turd." And all the proceeds are going to go help care for the zoo's 3,500 animals. It's not just for exes, though. They say it's a great gift for anybody. Your annoying neighbor, your overbearing mother-in-law, or the coworker that still gives you nightmares. But for $10, you can get a digital card and a shareable video of elephant poop hitting a big old pile of even more elephant poop. And there's also an option to send a sweet video of a red panda eating a grape, but come on. Let's face it, no one's doing that. Go to memphiszoo.org/dating or dumping. The deadline is coming up on Wednesday. Many stores have apps and loyalty programs to entice shoppers to come back, but thieves can be loyal too. A 33-year-old man in Ohio named Seth Sires was arrested recently after shoplifting from a Wally World. He grabbed 2 $35 duffel bags in the store and then stuffed them with a whole bunch of merch and just casually walked out the fire exit. Walmart security called the police and Seth was picked up later on. Walmart was familiar with Seth because a couple years ago, they banned him from all Walmart locations after some previous incidents, including thefts. So Seth was apparently loyal enough to continue stealing from Walmart, even though they banned him. How does that work? His rap sheet also includes thefts from Kroger and Dollar General. It's unclear if the stolen duffel bags were recovered, but still, they're loyal shoppers and now loyal thieves. If we're going with the Gulf of America thing, I guess there's really no reason we shouldn't do this too. A CEO of Anheuser-Busch wants you to stop calling their beer a domestic beer and start calling it American beer. Yeah, Budweiser already uses the slogan Great American Lager, but the CEO wants stores and restaurants to stop using domestic for any beer made in the U.S. He sent a memo to distributors encouraging them to start using the term American beer. He says, quote, "It's about time the whole industry begins to unilaterally use one of the strongest adjectives available to us, American." He said domestic should be reserved for less glamorous things. He's conceded that domestic is accurate too, but he argued it doesn't fully capture the, quote, "spirit and passion that's intrinsic to the American beer industry." Anheuser-Busch lost a ton of business to Bud Light boycott in 2023, so winning those people back might have something to do with it. Many people don't like jury duty, and some are even willing to say things they shouldn't just to get out of it. Even judges. Yeah, a judge in upstate New York just forced to resign after he made some wild statements during a jury screening process where he was a prospective juror. His name's Richard T. Snyder, and in court transcripts, he said he was a judge, but that he would not be impartial. He said, quote, I know everybody that comes in front of me, they're guilty. They would not be in front of me if they were innocent. He was then asked if he could set any preconceived notions aside if he was a juror, and he responded, no, it would not be fair. Naturally, he was dismissed from the case, but the judge in that case reported him to the state officials. The Judicial Commission interviewed him, and Richard said, quote, understand that defendants are supposed to be considered innocent until proven guilty, but that he still felt that people wouldn't be in court if they didn't commit crimes. He said his interpretation of innocent until proven guilty was that guilty people were brought to court to have it be made official and to get sentenced. Richard was forced to resign and agreed to never serve as a judge again. Thank God. He was elected a decade ago and was not a lawyer before. A state official said, quote, it's bad enough that a judge would seek to avoid such fundamental civic responsibility as jury service. It's astounding that the judge would claim an inability to be impartial and to declare under oath that the accused must be guilty or they would not be in court. I got the #1 Super Bowl food in every state, as Mental Floss shared a dubious study last week that found America's favorite Super Bowl food was buffalo chicken dip and baked potatoes. But here's what our actual favorites are. Someone polled 3,000 people, and America's top Super Bowl food is officially chicken wings. That's right. It makes a lot more sense. It is #1 answer in 31 states, plus D.C. But 5 other foods got at least 1 state each. Here are the results from that. Buffalo wings get to 31 states, including almost everywhere east of the Mississippi. Chips got 7 states: Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, North Dakota, New Mexico, Massachusetts, and Alaska, all claiming chips as their favorite. Nachos came in #3 with 5 states: Colorado, Maine, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. Now, if you combine those two, then I'm guessing chips really got 12 states. Pizza came in #4 with 3 states: California, Michigan, and South Dakota. Cheese charcuterie boards are classing things up in 3 states: Iowa, Kansas, and Montana. And loaded potato skins coming in #1 in Hawaii. Yeah, nothing made the list that was sweet. 84% of people say they prefer savory game day foods over sweet ones. What's your favorite Super Bowl food? Sound off in the comments. Hey adventurers, do you love the outdoors? Love staying up to date on the latest news and viral trends? Then you're in the right place. On this channel, we bring you daily trending news, wild stories, and everything you need to stay in the know. So if you're all about adventure, laughs, and staying up to date, hit the subscribe button, join the crew, and let's make every day an adventure. Go on, click it. You know you want to.